Hey guys, welcome back.
So I have a lot of seeds I want to start, but it's mostly like cucumbers and things like that, and trying to get started on like watermelons and that kind of stuff. So we're just going to, not those, but yes, and tomatoes. I don't need these. I'm gonna just put that squash and this. I might need this one. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I have my soil in here, same soil that I've been kind of using for the most part, which is the Happy Frog and the Cocoa Core. They seem to do really well here. And then I'm going to do some different varieties of squash, zucchini, cucumbers, tomatoes. There is a pepper in here, and then of course getting started on like my watermelon and my cantaloupe seeds to get those ready to go out. I probably could have already gotten those out just to get a jump start because it is fairly warm here, but it did get cool the last couple like day or so, like in the 60s, especially this morning. It's kind of chilly, but I have, let's see, some tomatoes. Let's see what the tomatoes I have. Where's my other ones? Oh, here they are. So I am going to put this over here. Okay, so I'm going to try Orange Hat. Some of them are Baker Creek, which is, this one is Baker Creek, and then Livingston, and then the rest are like either Burpee or Ferris Moore's type tomatoes. And I'm not sure what brand, yeah, it's Ferris Moore's too. So I have this Livingston beefsteak. So my aunt asked me to do a beefsteak. I think she wanted the Burpee variety, but I cannot seem to find that one anywhere. But I was able to find a beefsteak by Livingston. So we'll see how that one goes. It's called Crimson Cushion Beefsteak. It gets 90 to 95 days to maturity. Tomato plants usually grow fairly quickly, so we still should have time for them. And that sometimes you're supposed to like start them indoors 6 to 8 weeks, but they, like I said, they grow fairly quickly. And then let's see, if you wanted to plant outside anyway, like if you didn't want to do anything indoors, you would just do that after your first frost. So we would still be able to get something even if we didn't plan ahead and do it early. It's just doing it indoors gives you a little bit more time, and you can sometimes harvest a little bit earlier. But we're not going to worry about it. I'm going to start it now. I also have Big Rainbow. I'm going to start that as well. And then I have Orange Hat, which is by Baker Creek. I have no idea how this is going to taste. It says it's an heirloom one. You have to be careful with heirloom. A lot of people think that heirlooms are going to be the best, but to be honest, you just find whichever one you like, and that'll be your staple in your household. I also have some squashes. So I have your, what is it, summer squash butter stick variety, and then a summer zucchini squash. And then I also have the scallop one, which I've never done before, and I just think it's really pretty, so I'm gonna grow it. I have no idea how it tastes at all. And then I saw this cucumber lemon, which I've never seen anything but your basic, I wouldn't say basic, but your general normal variety you would see in the store, just your regular cucumber that's green. But this is called Sumter variety, I guess, and it's about 60 days. But cucumbers and zucchinis grow very fast, and they seem to be very prolific. They just grow so many. You're up to your ears. One plant will be enough for one or two families. So I'm just going to start those in these containers right here. I'll probably do the tomatoes in this section, and then the cucumbers and watermelons, since they kind of all have that similar shape and growing pattern, I'll do it in this smaller tray right here. And then I do want to pot up the bells of Ireland I have in this tray right here, and hope I actually get some bells of Ireland. We'll see. It's my second time doing the tray because I killed the first ones because I wasn't paying attention, and they got too wet for too long before I took the lid off, and they kind of just rotted and died. So I'm probably just going to speed this all up and then keep going, and then I'll show you everything at the end.
guys, so I am learning my lesson on not labeling everything appropriately, and I feel like the label tags that go in the actual trays are just too hard to keep up with, and I feel like it's kind of wasteful because you only use them once. And I'm going to try and see if I can find some way to create a label around the base, like maybe some sort of slot or something that I can like dry erase and then like slide it in each slot and then be able to remove it and then use that over and over and over again instead of using a label. And I know I could probably use the labels over and over again, but I did start with wood ones, which is more organic, I guess you could say. But then I switched to plastic because the wood ones, depending on what you used it for or where you used it, they would get gross and wood, and it would start to get moldy depending on how much humidity and this, that, and whatever. So I want to try and see if I can find something that I can use over and over and over again, and hopefully something that doesn't require a lot of plastic or any plastic at all. But I'll have to keep looking into that. But all I'm doing right here is just making sure everything's labeled appropriately and making sure I have gotten all of the seeds in the correct pots. I think there is one, I'm not too sure, but there is one that I think I double seeded and left empty instead. I may have to go back and review the video again and see where I messed up. But I did get everything labeled to the best that I could. There is one that I did not label because I did not put the seeds in right away, or I forgot to label that specific one. It was okra, so I'm going to put a label on that one, but everything else has been labeled and we are good to go. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.